on. Stop! Stop!
A chilling late-night encounter was captured by a Ring doorbell camera in a quiet Birmingham neighborhood.
Hey, how you doing? No, excuse me, miss. Excuse me.
The footage shows a hooded man approaching a home just after dark on a rainy evening. With his face partially obscured, the stranger knocked on the door, prompting a lone woman inside to answer. When she opened the door slightly, the man greeted her with an unsettling, "Hi, how are you, ma'am?" Clearly alarmed by his appearance and unexpected presence, the woman quickly shut the door without responding further. The man continued to call out, saying, "Excuse me, miss," but she did not engage further. After a brief pause, the stranger eventually walked away. Thanks to the woman's quick instincts and the vigilance provided by modern home surveillance, both she and her property remained safe. The incident serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of caution, especially at night. Authorities often urge residents to never open their doors to strangers and to verify the identity of anyone unfamiliar before responding. The video shows always trust your instincts, use your technology, and always prioritize your safety. It was the middle of the night. The Ring camera had kept an eye on the porch of the house. Richard was sleeping peacefully, suddenly at 4 a.m. His phone rang, he got a motion alert. Someone is on your porch. Component placement used to the occasional raccoon or wandering neighborhood cat, so he groggily opened the live view from his Ring spotlight cam. But what he saw jolted him awake. Three mountain lions, graceful and powerful, prowled around his own porch under the dim glow of the motion lights. One casually paced across the yard while another boldly approached the window, even rising and pawing at the glass, curious about what lay inside. One more lingered near the doorway, their movements slow and confident. There were three initially, Richard recalled. Then the fourth one joined. First, the four wandered into the porch and then slowly walked away from there. But it was just really exciting to see four of them at the same time. Fully awake now, Richard's first instinct wasn't just awe. It was to alert his neighbors. Using the Ring Neighbors app, he quickly shared the footage and a warning. "I wanted to make sure everyone knew they were out there," he said. "A lot of people were very grateful." The video quickly made the rounds in the community, drawing gasps and admiration. While mountain lions are known to roam nearby forests, rarely do they all show up at someone's doorstep like curious house guests. Thanks to Richard's quick thinking and the reach of the Ring community, the neighborhood stayed safe and had one unforgettable wildlife story to share. On August 12th, it was an early morning in Middletown, Connecticut. Middletown police officer Carly Travis had received a complaint that a man was smashing glass in the driveway. So Travis was first to respond to the complaint, and she had come there to arrest the suspect, but Travis would have never imagined what was going to happen next.
Can you put that down, please?
What?
Can you put that down, please?
Now! Call your
Back up, come up hot. Stop! Stop!
When she came to arrest him, everything seemed normal at first. Suspect Winston Tate came out of his house holding a hammer in his hand. Then the police officer tried to talk to him and told him to put it down. In response, Tate came screaming and running towards the police with a hammer in his hand. Tate attacked Travis with that hammer and tried to hit Travis several times. You can hear Travis asking Tate to stop, and in this tussle, Travis fired at Tate several times to save herself. Tate got injured in this, and he tried to escape from there. Then he was arrested at his house and hospitalized. And Travis also got severe injuries due to being hit by the hammer, so she was also admitted to the hospital. Police said Tate is facing numerous charges that include second-degree assault and assault on public safety personnel. On Tuesday, Tate appeared before a judge. The Attorney General is investigating the use of excessive force, according to police. Tate is a convicted felon from a crime he committed in 1995. He's also had other run-ins with public safety officers and healthcare workers, police said. Authorities said Tate was on probation for robbery during the hammer attack. Tate was booked into jail on a $500,000 surety bond. Today, camera caught something very disturbing and heartbreaking. It was a normal Friday night for Daryl, a hard-working pizza delivery driver who'd seen all kinds of weird during his shifts, but nothing prepared him for the Bronx apartment building. Daryl arrived at the apartment and rang the bell to deliver a pizza. A guy from inside told him to wait for 1 minute, so he stood patiently in the hallway, box in hand, waiting for the guy to open the door. After some time, the guy didn't open the door and a woman from a nearby unit emerged.
How you doing? Everybody knows you. This is crazy.
1 second.
No problem.
You're right. Oh. What all about it?
No, I was here to say that.
What's up?
You're gonna check me out.
Mm-hmm. Is she good? You can go good? Alright. Let's see it.
Why are you taking a picture of me?
You don't like that? You don't like me taking pictures of me?
Oh, why would you?
Because I want to. You stand in front of my door, so.
I'm standing in front of his door.
Oh, so not. Why are you looking at me?
I'm waiting, man. What the fuck, bro? You dumb?
No.
He's coming.
Oh, so then why are you looking at me?
Oh, well, come on, man.
Go inside. Come inside. Come inside. Step inside. Step inside.
You knocked the pizza down, bro.
Step inside. Step inside. Come on. Come on. Step inside.
I ain't hit no bell, man.
Step inside. Step inside, man. So scared. She knocked the pizza down. Step inside. Step inside. Deliver the pizza. Step inside. What you want to do?
Deliver that pizza.
So then go deliver the pizza. Stand here and stay. I'll stand here with you till the door opens. Let's wait for the pizza.
First, she took out her phone and tried to capture Daryl's face, and then she yelled at him to leave. Her shouting escalates quickly, though much of it is muffled by the audio. Daryl stays calm, explaining he's simply there to drop off food. Moments later, she lunges forward and slaps the pizza box out of his hands. As a result, the order is scattered across the floor. Startled, Daryl backs away, therefore telling her, "I ain't hitting no girl," while she continues berating him and again pushes the pizza box from his hand and throws it away. By watching this humiliation, Daryl is so scared off he walks away, as the customer never arrives at the door. However, the woman mockingly knocks on the door and looks into the camera. The woman was later identified by neighbors as a longtime resident with a history of aggressive confrontations. Following the video's circulation, police confirmed her arrest on assault charges. However, she was quickly released on bail under the condition that she stay out of trouble. Outrage grew further when neighbors reported she returned to the building the very next day, thus continuing to cause disruptions. Residents described her as a nightmare neighbor, and many expressed frustrations that her release only escalated tensions in the complex. It's a cold night on a quiet street in Gates, New York, and a neighbor's doorbell camera is watching the block when a sudden white flash fills the frame, followed a split second later by a deep boom that shakes the camera. The house across the street breaks apart in an instant. Walls vanish, the roof lifts, and debris sails into the air. Flames rise and thick smoke rolls over the street while car alarms start, and you can hear distant shouts. 2 nearby homes catch fire as sparks land on them, and for a moment the whole block glows orange. No one is inside the exploded house, and people begin to step out carefully, calling 911 and backing away. Later, investigators say it was an accidental natural gas explosion, not a crime. In a few seconds, a normal night became a disaster, and the doorbell video shows the exact moment everything changed. Ron is at work when his phone buzzes with a ring motion alert, so he opens live view and sees 2 strangers lingering by his side gate.
Hey, may I help you? Who's this? Get out of the way! Get out of the house!
Looking around like they're checking the place out. He doesn't panic. He hits two-way talk and says in a firm voice, "I can see you. Leave now." And the men jolt, glance up at the camera, and start backing away before turning and walking off. The yard goes quiet again, and Ron saves the clip, which shows their faces, clothes, and the exact time. Then he forwards it to his neighbors and keeps it ready for police if needed. In less than a minute, a motion alert, a live video check, and a clear warning turn a risky moment into nothing more than evidence. A reminder to keep alerts on, doors locked, and never open up if something feels wrong. It was a quiet, still night in late August. The warm summer air hung over the neighborhood like a blanket, and not even a breeze stirred the leaves. Richard, nestled inside his home after a long day, scrolled through a local news article that caught his eye. Rare shooting star lights up the sky tonight. Curious and hopeful, Richard remembered the Ring camera he had installed on his front porch. Maybe, just maybe, it had captured something special. He opened the app and scrolled through the timeline. Then, there it was. At exactly 12:04 a.m., the footage showed a serene, nearly black sky. A faint outline of his driveway and the neighboring roof could be made out in the infrared glow. The scene was calm, quiet, until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, a sudden streak of light blazed across the screen. Bright, fast, unmistakable. A shooting star, just as the article had described, sliced through the darkness and briefly lit up the sky. The moment was quick, but it was breathtaking. A glowing trail shimmered before vanishing into the night. Richard replayed the clip several times in awe. He couldn't believe his simple doorbell camera had captured such a beautiful cosmic event. It was the kind of thing people missed with a blink. Yet here it was, frozen in time on his screen. The Ring camera, meant for watching over packages and porch visitors, had instead captured a tiny piece of the universe putting on a show, a once-in-a-lifetime moment witnessed by chance. That night, Richard shared the clip with friends and family. Some saw magic, others saw science, but everyone agreed. Sometimes the most extraordinary things happen when you're just watching your front porch. It's early evening on a busy pizza shop patio, when a mother and her friend sit with a little girl laughing over slices, and a man in a striped shirt suddenly vaults the low railing. Rushes the table and grabs the child by the neck. The mother screams and pulls back. The girl cries, and nearby diners jump to their feet as a staff member sprints in, rips the attacker's grip loose, and drives him to the ground. More people help hold his arms while someone calls the police and another shields the child. The girl is shaken but safe, pressed into her mother's arms, while the suspect lies pinned and cursing. Within moments, officers arrive and take him into custody. The security camera has captured everything. His approach, the grab, the fast rescue, and the takedown. A normal meal turned into an attempted abduction in seconds, and quick, brave action kept a child from being taken. In a quiet, wooded neighborhood, Chris had started to notice something strange. His stack of firewood was slowly disappearing. At first, he thought it might be a fluke or a miscount. But after a few more bundles vanished, he realized someone was helping themselves to his supply. Determined to catch the culprit, Chris installed a Ring floodlight cam above his driveway one Saturday, and he was watching the live feed continuously. Guess what? Just 3 days later, his investment paid off.
Hey! Who is that? Who? Hey! Hey! What? Hey, get the out of here! Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here! Get out of here!
The camera captured clear footage of a man pulling up in a white car, casually popping the trunk and beginning to load up firewood as if it were his own. But what the thief didn't know was that Chris was watching in real time. Using the Ring's two-way talk feature, Chris's voice suddenly echoed from the floodlight speaker. "Hey, who is that?" Startled, the man froze. Then, Chris activated the siren, a loud, piercing alarm that shattered the stillness of the woods. That was all it took. The man slammed the trunk, jumped into the car, and sped off, leaving the remaining firewood and his dignity behind. Thanks to Chris's quick thinking and the power of modern security tech, the would-be firewood bandit was stopped in his tracks. It's a school morning in Glendale, Arizona, and an 11-year-old girl is walking on the sidewalk when a small sedan makes a quick U-turn and stops beside her. The driver jumps out and lunges, arms reaching, but the girl reacts fast, sprints away and yells, "No!" as loud as she can. The man chases for a moment, then gives up, runs back to his car and speeds off. A home security camera records the whole scene, clearly showing the car and the man's clothes. Neighbors call 911 and share the video. Police canvass the area and arrest a 37-year-old suspect the same day, matching the clothing from the footage. A normal walk turned into an attempted kidnapping in seconds, and the child's quick running and loud refusal plus clear video made the difference. Today, the camera installed outside the building captured something that will increase your love for dogs even more. It was a quiet evening. The area seemed a little quiet, and the road was almost empty. A young girl in a red jacket walking on an empty road, her backpack slung over one shoulder. She looked like any other student returning home from school, unaware of the danger creeping just behind her. A silver car slowly rolled up alongside her. At first glance, it seemed harmless, just another vehicle passing by. But the car suddenly stopped, and someone opened the door. Before the girl could react, a man lunged out. His intentions were dark, his movements calculated. He tried to grab her by the arm, but suddenly a dog came from behind and started barking at the car and the man, because dogs recognize strangers. As long as the car was there, the dog kept barking, so loudly that the kidnapper got scared and ran away from there. The girl stood frozen, eyes wide, heart racing. For a few seconds, she couldn't move, couldn't think, just stared at the place where fear nearly swallowed her whole. Then, as reality hit, she turned and bolted towards safety. That dog wasn't hers. It was just a stray. Or maybe not. Maybe in that moment it was an angel on 4 legs. A silent protector who didn't need a leash or an invitation to do what was right. And in the hearts of all who watched the CCTV footage later that day, one thing became clear. Not all heroes wear capes. Some come with fur, loyalty, and an instinct to protect. It is a late morning in Orcutt, California, and a home camera is pointed toward Ralph Dunlap Elementary when a small single-engine plane comes in unusually low over the neighborhood. It skims toward the schoolyard, wobbles and slams into the blacktop with a deep boom, throwing debris into the air as fire and thick smoke rise. Alarms start. Neighbors shout and call 911, and the camera keeps recording the burning wreckage until fire crews arrive and knock the flames down. Classes aren't in session, which likely prevents anyone else from being hurt. But officials later confirmed the pilot did not survive. The clip is a stark record of seconds that turned a quiet street into an emergency, showing the low approach, the impact, and the rush to help.